Install IDU of floor, ceiling or cassette mounted split AC Part 2. Hello, my name is Charumadi and I will be guiding you throughout this exercise. In this module, we are going to learn how to service the IDU of floor, ceiling or cassette mounted split AC. At the end of this exercise, you will be able to pump down gas in the split AC wall mounted, check and clean cooling coil, check and clean air filter, check fan motor. Now, let us take a look at the equipment, materials and tools required to do this exercise.
Tools or equipment or consumable items. Trainees Kit 1 number. Double-ended spanner 14 mm, 15 mm, 16 mm, 17 mm, 19 mm 1 number. 1x4 valve key 1 number. Pipe cutter 1 number. Reamer 1 number. Flaring tool set 1 number. Pressure gauge 1 number. Compound gauge 1 number. A split or cassette AC system 1 number. Multimeter 1 number. Clamp meter 1 number. Vacuum cleaner 1 number. Anemometer 1 number. Wire brush 1 number. Air blower 1 number. Fiend comb 1 number. Test lamp 1 number. Materials or components required. 1x4 union connection 1 number. 1x4 copper tube 5 feet. Cotton waste. Flare nuts 4 numbers. Before we look at the servicing procedure, let us get to know the advantages and disadvantages of split systems and its working mechanism. Pros. Can be strategically placed in specific rooms. Additional units can be easily added later. Installation is cost-effective. Offers efficient and quiet operation. Simple maintenance. Cons. Units may not blend well aesthetically. Less effective in larger rooms due to limited air reach. How split system air conditioners work. A split system air conditioner works by pumping refrigerant gas through the unit's cooling circuit. As the gas pumps through the condenser, it cools down and vaporizes into a liquid. The liquid refrigerant is then pushed into the evaporator, expanding and changing back into a gas. As the gas rapidly expands, the temperature drops dramatically. The gas then passes back to the condenser to repeat the process. Air from the room is drawn into the unit and passes over the evaporator coils, which cools the air. The cooled air is blown back into the room. The air continues to circulate until the desired temperature, set by the thermostat, is reached. When the desired temperature is reached, the unit shuts down automatically. Can split systems provide heating and cooling? Reverse cycle split system air conditioners can provide both heating and cooling using the same unit. In cooling mode, the unit cools the air before circulating it back into the room. In heating mode, ambient air is drawn in, heated, and then circulated indoors. The refrigerant flows through the system, warming up before heating the home's interior. Now, let us learn the procedure. Task 1. Pumping down gas in split AC system. To begin with, ensure that both service valves are open in the given split air conditioning system. Following this, open the gauge port plug from the suction service valve and attach a compound gauge with the help of a charging hose. It's important to inspect the line connections for leaks and purge them if any are found. Once done, close the liquid line service valve while keeping the suction service valve open. With everything set, start the system and monitor the compound gauge, aiming for a vacuum reading between 2 to 5. Once achieved, stop the system and close the suction service valve, allowing the refrigerant to be stored in the condenser. Task 2. Checking and cleaning the cooling coil. Commence by starting the split air conditioner and assessing the airflow in the cooling coil using an anemometer. Simultaneously, check the grill temperature with a thermometer and record both readings. If the airflow is inadequate, proceed to clean the coil. Using a screwdriver, remove the front and side panels and wash them with soap water. Next, remove the air filters and inspect the evaporator, cooling coil, fins, cleaning them with a soap solution and air blower if dirty. Cover the blower motor and clean the evaporator coil with a wire brush, followed by a thorough vacuum cleaning. If necessary, wash the cooling coil with a cleaning solution, combing the fins with a fine comb and rinsing them with water pressure. Afterward, remove the cover from the blower motor, lubricate it, and reset the front and side panels. Lastly, clean the air filters and reinstall them before starting the unit. Once started, recheck the airflow with the anemometer and compare it with the initial readings. Additionally, verify the grill temperature and current to ensure proper functioning. Task 3. Inspecting and maintaining air filters. To ensure optimal performance, it's essential to regularly check and clean the air filters of your system. Here's how. Begin by opening the front grille of the unit. Locate the tab at the center of each air filter. Gently push it upwards to release the filter, then pull it down to remove it from its place. You can either wash the filters with water or use a vacuum cleaner to remove dust and debris. If the filters are particularly dirty and dust doesn't come off easily, consider washing them with a mild detergent mixed with warm water. After cleaning, allow the filters to dry thoroughly in a shaded area. Once dry, insert the filters back into their designated slots on the front panel, as shown. Finally, lock the front grills securely on both sides and in the middle to ensure proper installation. Note: operation with dusty air filters reduces the cooling capacity and wastes energy. Task 4. Inspection and maintenance of fan motor. Before conducting any maintenance on the fan motor, ensure that the unit is turned off and the power breaker is switched off. Follow these steps. Begin by removing the capacitor from the fan motor. Test the capacitor by briefly connecting it to the power supply. After disconnecting the capacitor, short both terminals to check for a spark. If there's a spark, the capacitor is functional. If not, it needs replacement. Check the continuity of the running and starting windings using a multimeter test. Rotate the motor shaft manually to ensure it moves freely. Also, inspect the bearings for any signs of wear or damage. Ensure that the condenser blade and evaporator blower rotate freely without obstruction. Lubricate the motor parts as necessary for smooth operation. Thoroughly clean any accumulated dirt or debris from the motor components. Reconnect the electrical connections for both the capacitor and the fan motor. If the condenser blade touches the condenser fins or base plate or shroud, adjust the blade or motor. If the evaporator blower touches the blower housing, adjust its position.
We have come to the end of the exercise. Let us have a recap on what we have learned in this module. We have learned to pump down gas in the split AC wall mounted, check and clean cooling coil, check and clean air filter, check fan motor. Thus, we have learned to service IDU of floor, ceiling or cassette mounted split AC. Hope you have a clear understanding of this. Do this exercise with the help of your instructor. Thank you all. See you in the next video.